The face of madness returns. Let's talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as this is a legacy sequel to the very first one that doesn't completely ignore the events of the second one, well, according to the writer. With this legacy sequel pretty much ignoring all of the films after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, well, not completely ignoring the second one. It is about Leatherface coming back to terrorize this group of young adults, this group of idealistic influencers who disrupt his peace. And with this one, they tried to do what the 2018 Halloween film did, but unfortunately, it failed. And with this film, it stars Sarah Yarkin, Elsie Fisser, Mark Burnham. I believe Mark Burnham played Leatherface in this. And I will say, the cast did good with what they were given for the most part. They tried, but with just how the characters are, they weren't really that great. We do see an older version of Sarah from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Unfortunately, she's played by a different actress since the original actress died several years ago. And it was interesting what they were going to do with her at first, but yet as the film goes on, it felt like they could have just done so much better with the character. And I got to say, it felt like that the people who wrote this film was just making fun of influencers. They hate the influencers because there's this brutal scene in this where Leatherface just takes on influencers, and it was like, why? But entertaining at the same time. With how this film is, it does have some brutal, awesome slashings in it. But with just how the characters are, most of them being these influencers, most of them kind of just being wasted and all that, you just can't get behind them. It was like, oh, they're there just to be there in a way. Then you have the return of the original final girl wanting revenge, but that plot is wasted. Really, this film is pretty much Leatherface versus social media influencers. The reasoning behind it is dumb. But with how this film is, I have to admit, it is kind of a dumb fun film. Because it had just a lot of dumb moments, a lot of dumb motivation, all that stuff. But yet, it does have some fun moments within it. That does make this a little bit entertaining, but just not enough. And with how this film ended, it was probably one of the most stupidest endings ever. That is still making fun of the current generation. Overall, with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 film, it did not work. There were some parts in this that stood out, but it does feel like it is trying to be like the 2018 Halloween film, and it just fails. But it is a bit of a dumb fun film, but mostly on the dumb side. But have you seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.